Hello everyone and welcome back to Gods of Victory NIKKE. So, last time where we left off, we went through chapter 21 of the campaign, and after miraculously taking down Mother Whale in the first attempt, which I thought I was going to struggle, but I guess my team ended up being too strong for Mother Whale. We took it down, and through some salvaging from Mother Whale, we were able to manufacture 2 Vapos bullets. But unfortunately, not long after and returning to the outpost, the Raptures have invaded the Ark, and everything is pretty much in chaos, as you potentially saw from the cutscene that ended last part. The Raptures got in, and several structures were being destroyed. And like I previously made mention of, I do have a theory as to who is potentially responsible for all the for the Raptures getting into the Ark. Most likely, it's because of Crow. Crow is more than likely the one responsible for it happening. But before we see about doing that, we're going to make a quick little detour to the outpost, because I do suspect that there's some stuff I can get from the jukebox and the lost relics. Plus, we can collect all of these. Yeah, so now I'm at E1. So let's say I need 110. So I need about, I think, 29 in total. And then I can actually fully upgrade Helm's favorite item. Nice, 200 gems there. And what we get from the jukebox? Nice, another 100. Not bad, but we're still gonna need quite a bit more. Now I'm sure there's some more episodes of you and I could potentially do to get some more gems that way. But I think due to time constraint, and honestly also kind of because of lack of items, it's probably best to go through more of the campaign. Collapse.
Did you call? It is not.
Alright, so we got the same amount of lost relics like last time, 14 in total.
The bubbles will show us the way. All right, not there. They are humanity's enemy. The bubbles will show us the way.
So yeah, pretty much the Raptures were able to be let in through the Dome of Eternity because of that explosion from the cutscene that pretty much kicked off this chapter. And as a result, the Raptures have invaded because they were pretty much allowed a entrance in through the Dome of Eternity.
A Rapture in the Ark? What? What's going on? What's a Rapture doing here?
What? But how?
Commander, we've got to try and establish contact.
At once. Rappy tends to patch into the Ark's communication center, but only gets dead air. It's all blocked.
We're looking at a worst-case scenario. All communications in the Ark may be down. Let's go to one of the company buildings. It'll be safe there. Elysion, Bacillus, Tetra, I don't care which one. Yeah, they probably already got troops stationed there. Agreed. Elysion appears to be closest. I'll plot a route there. Commander?
Since its construction, the Ark has never been invaded by Raptures. Never. It's believed this is because the location of the Ark has never been discovered. But that's not the case. The Raptures have known the Ark's location for a very long time. Chatterbox made a deal with me. In exchange for him not attacking the Ark, I was to periodically provide him with NIKKEs. Now that Chatterbox no longer exists, it is unclear whether the deal still stands.
I need to meet with Enoch.
But why?
Yeah, where is this coming from?
Enoch is an AI who oversees every aspect of the Ark, isn't she? There's a good chance she knows something about what's going on here.
You do have a point there. Enoch typically isn't the first person I think of, especially in times like these, but... Okay, I'm in. I'll plot a route to Enoch's chamber. There are 2 routes we can take. One passing through downtown, and another along the perimeter of the city. Engagements with Raptures are inevitable with either option. I predict the route passing through downtown will be slower going because of the buildings. There are more areas for enemies to hide, so it could also be more unpredictable. Circling around the perimeter is the safer option, and there's less chance of us being ambushed. Which route should we take?
Let's go through downtown. There could be people who are injured and need our help.
Roger. I knew that's the path you would choose.
I don't see why you bothered presenting another option.
Let's go, Master.
Yeah, and he's kind of has a point.
Don't worry, I will protect you.
Yeah, I'd say there's a fair bet, safe bet that Crow has something to deal with the invasion, especially given the fact that there was more or less kind of some hints that something like this was going to happen because of her conversation with Uni back during Chapter 20.
No need to hesitate.
Actually, no, just before Chapter 20, Chapter 19. Yeah, probably after this battle, I'll switch off the cutscene animations for the time being.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Especially since time is still of the essence when it comes to grinding for gems before I pull for the summer versions of Elig and Sakura. Okay, battle done. So now let's go ahead and switch the skill cutscenes off. There we go.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Okay, so we can't really go to a lot of places.
At all possible.
Huh.
It is not
Okay, so no lost rock there.
I will go slowly.
So let's continue.
Humanity's enemy. It is not becoming to rush. Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed.
Nice.
May we continue our date now?
There's one over here by the car.
I knew that.
The bubbles.
All right, next story battle.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
Damn, how many of these things are there?
There may be more here than there are on the surface. Enemy concentration is exceedingly high. This may take longer than expected.
Commander!
Hey, there's Polly Miranda.
Commander!
Polly, Miranda.
You're safe. What a relief. Commander! The Ark! The Ark! Get a hold of yourself, Miranda. Now's not the time to lose your faculties. What? The Ark! The Ark! The Ark! Hi-ya!
Polly leaps up and gives Miranda a wallop on the top of her head.
Owie, that hurts! Miranda, what is our job as NIKKEs? Huh? Answer me. You and I, what are we?
We're police officers.
And what do police officers do?
Protect the Ark and the citizens in it.
Precisely. With the way you're acting, do you think you're in any condition to protect the citizens and keep the Ark safe? You won't be able to protect anyone if all you do is stand there shaking like a leaf. Snap out of it!
I will.
Good.
Holy, what happened here?
Sorry, but we don't have the details either. Miranda and I were wrapping up our shift when all of a sudden this massive hole appeared in the Dome of Eternity.
So it has something to do with the dome breaking down?
I think so.
What caused the hole to appear?
I don't know. Like I told you, it came out of nowhere. After that, Rapture started pouring through. The last thing we remember was going toe-to-toe with the Lord-class Rapture. Once we came to, We were assessing the situation, and that's when we ran into you.
Give me a damage report.
Plenty of buildings and roadways have been totaled. But thankfully, I don't think there have been any human casualties.
At least not according to what we've seen. There could be bodies out there we simply haven't discovered yet. It's not all doom and gloom. The emergency power is running properly, so there's that.
We've been hearing a lot of gunfire off in the distance as well. The other NIKKEs must be giving those Raptures a hard time.
We've got to act fast, though. I doubt this is the only area that's sustained damage. If only we could get a better idea of the extent of the damage. Communications are down and visibility is limited because of all the smoke. Oh, where are you guys headed?
We're going to meet NIKKE.
Oh. Hey, that's right. That's definitely an option.
Yeah, NIKKE might be able to figure a way out of this. Okay. ACPU will come along.
Okay, let's go.
Have you figured out the patterns yet? You should be aggro roll for a second.
Tell me to down with those who threaten you.
Let's do as much damage as possible.
Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. Tell me to down with those who threaten you.
Let's do as much damage as possible. Commander, our adventure starts now.
Yeah, I want to say the exchange shop feature that we unlocked at the end of chapter 21 after defeating Mother Whale. I want to say that was I know that was a feature that was added
Moving to the designated
a little while ago. I want to say it was added.
I knew that.
I want to say around the time of the 2nd anniversary, if not a little after. Collapse scenario version. Matter of fact, I think I can actually show that off, because I know with the exchange shop you can more or less, as the name implies, exchange resources. Yeah, it's this icon here. So yeah, we have the option of trading battle data for core dust, or for credits, or re-energy for, what is this? Random console pack. Huh, okay. I feel like that one's the worst trade. But trading for core dust, or trading core dust for trading battle data for core dust, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I have over 305 million, so that's not a bad idea. Okay, so... Oh, wow. Okay, so I can exchange pretty much all of my battle data. Yeah, so for at maximum, I can exchange for pretty much 12, almost 13k core dust. Wow. Not a bad idea, so why not? Yeah, so now I have 12,937 core dust. Not bad. So that's pretty much at least a level up, because each of the level ups at the moment pretty much costs like 10,000 core dust. And the fact that I'm easily obtaining battle data and credits more so than with the fact that I'm obtaining battle data and credits quicker than core dust, doing that in exchange is pretty much the best bet.
Beautiful story this was.
What are your orders?
Oop.
Moving to the designated location.
I went to pan. There we go. All right, we got one over there by those cars. Is there one by chance tucked away over here?
I will go slowly.
I will turn everything.
It is not.
Okay, so I gotta get through that story battle.
Slowly.
Then I can go over here and get that. And then I can also press this button here, which should open this gateway, potentially. either it's gonna open that one or this one over here. And then there's these battles over here. Yeah, so that always blocked off. But there's another lost relic there. So, yeah, we'll end up going this way, past here, and then pretty much this way, and then over this way. So there's quite a few battles to go through. But next story battle.
It is not becoming to rush.
But yeah,
I will go slowly.
it's going to be easier to acquire the battle data and the credits, and primarily I'm going to be exchanging for core dust because yeah, I am pretty much in desperate need of core dust, especially for level ups. Between the gaps of the buildings, we can see swarms of raptures.
Dang, this place is swarming with raptures. Ah! Miranda, stay behind me. Don't poke your head out for a sneak peek just because you're curious. Miranda?
Huh? Oh, sorry. It's just that your hair was so soft. I nodded off for a bit.
Listen carefully. We wouldn't stand a chance taking those raptures head on.
You sure? I think we can take them.
No, there are a lot of advanced models among them.
We also want to avoid causing any collateral damage to the surrounding buildings. Rappy, is stupefying the raptures still a feasible option?
Stupefy?
Yeah, you might want to elaborate on that.
Yes. If a human or NIKKE behaves in a way outside of a rapture's normal calculations, they essentially short circuit for a moment and can't operate properly.
I believe there have been a few recorded instances of that, yes.
Good to know.
Yeah, there goes Polly again, doing her with her little quirk of making dog noises every now and then.
Wow, you sure know your stuff.
That's because I did my homework.
But you two rarely get a chance to go up to the surface.
That may be true, but raptures are still our main adversary. This is vital information well worth knowing.
Suddenly I feel very inadequate.
All right then. Who's willing to give it a try? You can divert their attention, then I'll run up on them and shoot them down.
I'll do it.
Any volunteers?
Hey! Why are you acting as if you didn't hear me?
Because you'll end up doing something goofy and screwing up.
No way! I'm confident I can do it. I know a way to make anyone stop dead in their tracks.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Let's trust Miranda.
Okay, I'll leave it to you. Just don't go overboard, okay?
Of course!
Miranda rushes forward and stands directly in front of the Rapture horde.
Freeze! ACPU! Polly! They aren't afraid of the police!
No shit.
They've got no respect for the law at all!
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's okay. I can see what she was going for.
Please, don't even try to make sense of that sad display we just saw.
Yeah, Raptures don't really care when it comes to authority. Unless it's, of course, the Queen or the heretics. Other than that, nah, they don't care.
Let's do as much damage as possible.
Good job.
There we go. Yeah, with how strong my team is, we should easily progress.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now? All clear.
Thankfully, they didn't use any high-powered troops, so we kept the collateral damage to a minimum.
I guess Miranda actually succeeded in diverting their attention to a degree. Mission accomplished.
If you even think about pulling another stunt like that, you'll be in big trouble. I'm sorry.
Let's continue. Commander. The route.
Didn't find it? I can't blame you. Navigating this place is a nightmare. I thought I knew the layout of downtown back to front, but I can't make heads or tails of anything now. Not with all these collapsed buildings and dead ends.
Don't worry, Miranda can solve it.
You bet!
Huh?
We've memorized all the alternative routes to take whenever certain roads are blocked. I'm sure we'll be able to find a way around any dead ends we come across.
Miranda is a member of the traffic police, so she knows these streets inside and out. She's also familiar with all the emergency routes.
Wow, amazing. Okay, it sounds impressive, but can we actually trust her directions?
Of course. Miranda is great.
That's right. I'll lead the way, just follow me.
Brimming with confidence, Miranda takes powerful strides forward.
Hey, Polly.
Yes?
I've been curious about this for a while, but doesn't the Ark barely have any cars?
That's it. Only extremely affluent citizens can afford a vehicle.
Really?
As a result, not many automobiles are manufactured in the first place.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure the Ark isn't really that big in terms of traveling by car, so I'm pretty sure most of the time people travel through the Ark on foot or via other means of like transportation. I doubt that there's really much travel from place to place in terms of cars. Well, if the Ark itself, the city of the Ark, is big enough, then maybe, but given the fact that everything is kind of in a contained space, who knows?
Then what exactly does the traffic police do?
Good question.
Especially when there's no traffic to direct.
That is a kind of good question. Oh, a submission already. Hello? Commander? Are you still using this number? Yes, how you been? Not quite. I'm his grandson. I found the cell phone while sorting through my grandfather's belongings. It looks like you were the last person he communicated with. I was hesitant at first, but then I decided to contact you. Wait, do I remember this guy? Oh, right. Okay, that's right. He had us go to this one place on the surface to find some of a memento that police he used to be out on the surface. But unfortunately, the place was pretty much laid in ruins. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. He passed away in his sleep. No problems with the funeral. We had him cremated and arranged for his remains to be sent to a columbarium. There's a pregnant pause, as if the grandson is debating whether or not to continue. You've already done so much for my grandfather, and I feel terrible asking you for yet another favor, but if it's at all within your capacity, could you confirm if his ashes made it to the columbarium safely? At first there was no space left, but then one opened up a while back. I've been busy with work that I haven't had the time to go there myself. I have complete faith in the employees of the actual columbarium, but what with all the recent happenings in the Ark, I haven't been able to get a confirmation. If you could just make sure that everything is okay, I'd be so grateful. Where's the columbarium? It's near the entrance to downtown. If you give me the exact location, I can go have a look. Of course. I'll send you the address right away. I can't thank you enough. I'll repay you somehow, I promise. And conveniently, they're blocking the button.
Go help me find a shortcut. if
back
at
this
all
way.
possible.
Okay, nope, there's a lost relic here. We'll snag that.
Will show us the way.
Thank you. Ooh, some credits, very nice.
I will turn everything into.
All right, not there. What a truly beautiful story this was.
There we go. Another level up.
Most pleased with it.
All right, and there's
It is
this
not
lost
becoming
relic.
to rush. I will go slowly.
Invasion.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Let's see, yeah, that's blocked off.
Find a shortcut. if
There's a
at
lost
all
relic right on the other side of this blocked road here, but unfortunately, we'll have to go around the alternate way in order to get
I
there.
will go slowly.
So we'll go this way,
Encounter.
take care of these battles over here, and make our way to that
Written into a tale
to those side mission battles, and also snag the lost relic that's on the way.
Is a king's duty. All right.
Let's see, a lost relic by the gate here?
I knew that.
Nope.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Alright, snag the one here by the cars.
I knew that.
There we go. Let's see, can I get over here? Oh, I can. But I can't get back there.
The designated location.
Anything over here by the buildings? Nope.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
Okay, let's see about taking care of these battles here.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Target confirmed. Commencing operation.
Alright, cool. So this will be a nice quick battle scenario.
Tell me to down with those who threaten focus our attack.
Commander, our adventure starts now.
Yeah, now if only all the side mission battles could be that particular scenario, or even just regular battles.
Let's start the dungeon crawl.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Because either one is a quick battle scenario. Much faster than the ones where you pretty much stop the Raptures from going through the barrier.
Tell me to down with those who threaten the overhead. Commence firing. Regroup and let's go again. The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Moving to the
Let's start the
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly. I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
Tell me to down with those who threaten the overhead.
commence firing.
Commander, our adventure starts now.
Alright, that takes care of all three. A columbarium, huh? Seems like this guy is giving his grandpa and his grandpaps the royal treatment. Is it really that fancy a place? Yeah, but that's not what most impressive about all this. Due to overpopulation, free space in the Ark is at a premium. That applies to the living and the dead. Most people can't find a place to properly bury their loved ones, so they often end up keeping the ashes themselves. This guy must have really gone through this guy really must have gone through hell in order to intern his grandfather in such a pristine place. Ah, I see. I'm just glad the old man will have a proper burial. At any rate, let's go see if those ashes have reached their destination. A moment later, inside the columbarium, Given the fact that the music went silent, something tells me something bad happened. This place is a total pigsty. Doesn't look like the Raptures made it inside. It looks more like things got scrambled because of a battle that went on outside. Ashes are scattered all over the floor of the columbarium. First things first, let's look for the old man's ashes. Affirmative. His grandson said it should be the third row from the bottom, number 13. Here we are. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the remains. Looks fine to me. I think we're good to go, right? Master, should we try and clean this place up a little? Yes, the least we can do is put the remains back in their rightful place. Understood. A moment later. Commander, come here and look at this. What is it? Take a look at what's in this urn. It's a powdery substance, but it's extremely coarse. A lot of the particles seem to be overly long as well. I'm seeing the same thing here too. Oh, you guys too? Seems so. So what does that mean? What is this stuff? Whatever this is, I don't think it's human remains. I think we should talk to the family first. Okay, and then what? We try and find out what's going on. If you say so. This is going to be one awkward conversation. We leave feeling unsettled. Yeah, I kind of would feel the same. Something's definitely fishy. Thank you for all your help. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. I was worried that something may have happened to my grandfather's remains. But now that you've confirmed that the ashes are safe, I can finally sleep in peace. Actually... Yes? Whoops. I accidentally clicked. Did you confirm that the ashes in this urn were your grandfather's? What? Of course not. Why would I? That would be indecent. Are you saying that you saw something? There was something that concerned us. Was there something inside the urn that shouldn't have been in there? It didn't seem to contain human remains. What? How's that possible? There were no messages for a while. Actually, come to think of it, the urn did feel exceptionally light. I didn't think much of it at the time, but it was definitely enough for me to take notice. Anyway, thank you for telling me. I'll be in touch. Thank you. What are you going to do? There's no further response. That's concerning.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a shortcut to go back through there. Yeah, me going and clicking so fast I ended up kind of goofing up there. Actually, hold on.
Moving to the designated location.
Is there by chance a lost relic next to the gate?
Not there.
Nope.
I knew that.
Okay, so, I assume we'll be using that shortcut for another purpose later.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
But for now, we're gonna go this way and take care of the rest of the battles.
The bubbles will show us the way.
What a truly beautiful story this.
Moving to the designated.
Let's start.
It is not becoming. Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
The bubbles will show.
Encounter.
It is not becoming to rush.
Yeah, we got 8 more lost relics to get.
I'll admit, I'm impressed. We've been making great progress since we've been darting from one road to another.
It's slow going, but at our current speed, we should reach NIKKE within 2 hours.
Nearly there.
We haven't seen any humans this entire time. No, not yet. They must have been evacuated. Or obliterated. One or the other.
Anise.
I'm just saying! I expected more carnage, that's all.
Communications check. Positive signal.
Oh, there's NIKKE. NIKKE?
Did you get the communications to work again?
Not throughout the entire Ark. I've only created a hotspot in the immediate vicinity.
What happened? Why are there Raptures in the Ark?
Collating information. Please wait a moment.
I lower my voice so that no one else is able to hear me. Is it because the deal with Chatterbox fell through?
No, not that. To be more precise, it is rather unlikely that was the reason.
Commander? Did you say something?
No, nothing.
Enoch, can you give us a casualty report?
Currently, there are no casualties.
What? I mean, I'm relieved, but how is that possible?
10 minutes before this event occurred, an evacuation order was issued for all humans to make their way to the emergency shelters. Thanks to the event celebrating the T-Squad's victory, most of the humans were concentrated in a single location, thereby streamlining the evacuation process.
We never heard of any such order.
It was not sent to NIKKEs.
What?
The NIKKEs were required to stay and fight off the invading Raptures. This is the purpose for which they were created.
Sure, but that doesn't mean you couldn't give us a heads up.
I'm afraid this was beyond the confines of my capabilities. My duties are to track the movements of the people and monitor their psychological state, as well as the condition of the shelters. There was no time to notify any NIKKEs, as by the time my calculations were complete, there were only 10 minutes remaining until the occurrence of the event.
How are the other NIKKEs doing?
I am in the process of finding that out. I will advise once I have additional information.
I didn't hear you say anything about why the Raptures invaded the Ark.
Collating information. Collation complete. Everything that is happening in the Ark is recorded. Analyzing the information as to why the Rapture entered the Ark took some time. I have now completed the analysis. I will share this information with you via video playback. After this, however, you must come meet with me. There is something you must do.
Interesting.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
You should get down with those who would threaten me.
Let's do as much damage as possible.
Now is the time of true beauty.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Moving to the designated
Coming.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed.
It is not the
Encounter.
All right, not
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
Let's see. There might be a lost relic over here.
I will go slowly.
Oh, never mind.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
Anything over here?
Will show us the way.
Nope. Thought I could go to that corner, but nope.
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible. Help me find
Okay,
a shortcut. if
so
at all
nothing
possible.
there, so... Yep, next battle.
Right, not there.
I will turn everything into bubbles. The bubbles will show us the way.
Yeah, so not all the map is traversable. 3 days ago. Coin Rush, a sprawling casino located in the Ark.
I refuse.
Oh, I recognize that coat. It's Rosanna.
Unc, you don't have to be so strict. Noir, just keep your mouth shut. I'll take care of this. But it's not wrong. Can we at least discuss it?
I feel I can communicate better with your sister. Think about it. What do you have to lose?
Is Hedonia proposing they stay in Coin Rush to offer protection? The moment a gang like Hedonia sets foot into Coin Rush, the entire place will go down the drain. Edonia's reputation is.
Listen to me, Toots. You clearly have no idea how this world operates. You think we'll be standing around decked out in big black suits while we mean mug the customers? You dolt. We'll make it so that we look like customers ourselves. That way, we'll be able to spring into action the moment we sense something's amiss. Doesn't that sound nice?
I said it once and I'll say it again. We do not need protection. This place is the safest adult playground in the entire Ark.
Are you sure about that? I've been hearing a lot of stories recently about all sorts of lowlives hanging around here. Begging for free money, griping about machines not giving a payout when they hit the jackpot, demanding their money back after that piss water you call your house cocktails leaves them running for the toilet. From the sounds of it, I thought this place was overrun by all manner of miscreants, but perhaps I misheard.
Look, let's at least hear her out. We have been going through a rough patch. Rouge and Jaune still aren't back from training, and it's a lot of balls for just the two of us to juggle. If this keeps up, Coin Rush will become a den of iniquity instead of a fun palace. I certainly don't want that. Neither do I. We both want the best for our customers.
You two willing to listen to my pitch now?
I want to know what you expect to get out of this.
I already told you. Everyone from Hedonia will disguise themselves as regular customers and position themselves throughout the casino. All I ask in return is that you throw a few bucks to my constituents so that they can have a go at the machines, you know? So they don't get too bored. If anyone gives you any trouble, we'll resolve it in-house. The end.
And what exactly would that involve? Spraying the place with machine guns?
A fine suggestion, but one I doubt the other customers would appreciate. We'll sidle up next to them, all nice and quiet-like, show them what we're packing, and that'll be that. No rough stuff required.
What will you be showing them?
Do you really want to know? It may be a little hardcore for a little cute, cuddly bunny like you to handle.
So there won't be a commotion and no one will get hurt?
Of course not. No one will know anything even happened. Not a single soul. Except for our intended target, who'll get the scare of their lifetime.
How much are you asking for?
What do you mean?
There's no way Hedonia would provide protection for free. Isn't there something you want?
That's true. And you are right. Nothing is free. Let me think. What would be good? I suppose money is the most convenient option, no?
How much do you want?
Let's say 60% of your profit margin?
What?
Not a bad deal, right? Let's shake on it.
Absolutely not!
Why not? This is a killer deal for you.
60% is absurd. We'd fare better simply letting the difficult customers have the run of the place. If we let you have that much, it'd negatively impact how we ran the casino. Forget maintaining the machines, we'd barely be able to pay our employees. So that will never work.
What is this? Why are you repeating each other's words now?
Because we're sisters.
You two crack me up. I understand if you need some time to think it over, but you should definitely consider it.
We refuse.
Careful. You might end up regretting this. We can talk about this another time.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
Yeah, it may seem kind of shady with what's going on with Rosanna, but in all honesty, Rosanna's not actually. She's not necessarily a villain. She's just more or less kind of a. She more or less kind of works in more or less the kind of the underground, the underbelly of the Ark in the way. Of course, she does along with Moran and Sakura.
Securing victory for their subject.
But of course, they pretty much get themselves involved with the shadier crowds, so as to more or less prevent bad things from happening within the Ark. Hence why they'll pretty much get involved with shady stuff like this. One day before at the coin rush.
Hey there, my big-eared friends. It's been a couple of days since our last chat. So what do you say we have another conversation? Apparently this place is getting overrun with unseemly customers. Word on the street is, you're really hurting financially. I've even heard someone snagged your top prizes and ran off with them. That must have put a real dent in your wallets. That's a shame. A damn crying shame. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm being sincere. I really dig this place. Anyways, since you all work so hard to entertain us, I'm offering a little discount. Just for you. All I'm asking for is a mere 40% of your profit margin. Surely that's low enough to make you happy, right? After all, 20% is unheard of.
Sakura. It's just like you said.
Huh?
No, she's here too.
What's the leader of Simikai doing here? I don't see a teacup or a dessert tray in sight. Or are you dipping your toes into the entertainment industry?
Rosanna, I know the hooligans who have been terrorizing this place are under your employ.
Oh, you knew.
I know you. You'd resort to anything to get what you want.
I prefer to see it as being willing to do whatever it takes to get what I want.
Simikai will be overseeing the protection of this establishment.
What?
The deal hasn't been closed just yet.
So, you're fighting fire with fire. Is that it? Well played, ladies. Well played. Is that what you thought I was going to say? You must be dreaming.
Rosanna slams the table with her fist.
Listen up, madam.
Who you calling madam, bitch?
You think this is some kind of game? Do you have any idea what I went through trying to make this happen?
I know all too well.
Then why are you doing this?
Because the deeper you get into something, the more you can lose sight of why you got into it in the first place.
I get that. However, why are the Simikai getting involved? This is my business.
I didn't realize being a full-time thug was considered a business.
You have no right poking your nose into my affairs.
I don't need a reason. Not when it involves helping someone in need.
So this is all a charity case for you, Miss High and Mighty? You gonna protect this place for free?
I don't recall ever saying we'd offer you our services pro bono.
Huh?
We'll do it for 30% of the profits.
Did you say 30%?
So that's how it is. Fine, then I'll make an offer of 30% as well.
Sakura?
Don't tell me you're gonna cast us aside after seeking our help. You're in dire need of assistance, and we have the necessary skills to resolve your predicament. When you require other people's skills, that typically comes at a price. Surely you knew that.
So, which will it be? You could also split it and go 15% each.
We don't need either of you. We will protect the casino ourselves.
Is this a joke? I already told my people that they had the job. You should have seen their faces. They were over the moon at the thought of getting a steady gig. Do you know how pissed they're gonna be if I tell them it's not happening? They might end up taking out their frustrations at the casino.
Are you threatening us?
Whatever do you mean? I'm merely saying they come here to play some games in order to let off some steam.
Uh-huh.
That is what this place is for, isn't it?
We'll report this to Mustang.
Go right ahead. As for what will happen to you afterwards, I can't make any promises.
Blanc? What should we do?
Okay.
Hey!
And there's Moran.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh boy.
This is gonna be a problem.
Yep, so all three underground queens are here. But what's kind of funny is that there shouldn't really be any reason for this dispute between them to begin with, because they're all Tetra NIKKEs. So
It is not becoming to
it's like they're all Tetra NIKKEs. So technically they all answer to Mustang. So technically there really shouldn't be a reason for more or less this infighting between them.
The kingdom. Focus our attack. Let me clear my throat.
I will finish this quick.
Help me to down with those who threaten overhead. Commence firing.
That was close. There we go. Nice. For a moment, I was worried that we were going to lose Crown in that fight.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to put a healer on the team. Actually, hold on. Oh, there's a lost relic. Where is it? Oh, right over there. Calling signal. Huh.
Help me find a short.
Anything behind Koiraj? Nope. Over here?
Help me find a shortcut, if at all possible.
I will turn everything into...
It is not becoming to rush.
Commander, the disruptive elements have...
It is not
I will turn every...
Help me find a shortcut. Commander, our adventure
There we go.
starts now.
All right.
Let's start the dungeon crawl.
Alright, so to provide a healer on the team, we'll go ahead and switch Helm.
Finally. It's time we can show everyone what we're capable of.
There we go. That way, with Helm's Burst 3, we can actually get some healing. And what's nice is that, I don't know if this is unlocked thanks to our favorite item, but as my team does damage, they restore health. They'll restore HP as they do damage to enemies, which is definitely nice to have. It's kind of akin to one of the special bonuses you can get inside the simulation room. But of course, it's random if you come across one of those modifiers.
Underworld Queen started a feud with the 777 squad. What do you think happened? Coin Rush, the casino owned by the 777 Squad, is one of the biggest moneymakers in the entire Ark. But it's not just a casino. It's more like an adult theme park packed with different kinds of recreational games. In other words, it's everything Mustang has ever dreamed of given true form. A veritable mecca of the entertainment world. As for Underworld Queen, they're the squad in charge of the Ark's entire criminal underbelly.
Yep.
In the world of organized crime, no one is higher on the totem pole than them.
Despite their illicit activities, they always manage to evade persecution, making them a group of special interest to the ACPU. Having said all that, this is rather unexpected. Neither Rosanna nor Sakura are running gangs that are strapped for cash. Why do you think they started having beef with 777?
More importantly, what does all this have to do with the Rapture invasion?
Keep watching.
One day before, at Coin Rush.
Rosanna! Sakura!
You don't have to shout.
Hey,
What's all this I hear about you two extorting this place for protection money? What are these shenanigans? Some kind of petty after-school special? You ought to be ashamed, calling yourself part of Underworld Queen.
Hey, watch it. Don't talk to me like that. I suggest you shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
hasn't your precious Peony Association been accepting protection money as well?
Sure, but we get it in store goods. We protect them, and we receive some food in exchange.
So you get a little cut of their produce, is that it?
Yes, and not so much that it would affect their profit margins.
This place mostly uses cash. That's why I didn't think it'd be a big deal to receive our payment in cash.
There's a world of difference.
What is it?
Getting cash payouts is something only thugs do, not decent people.
It never ceases to amaze me how painful it is speaking with you, Moran.
Well, at any rate, just stop what you're doing. Mustang didn't entrust this task to us just so we could bungle it up in spectacular fashion. If you want to be a noble Templar, let's start acting like one.
Moran.
What?
This is an interesting image.
Don't drag Mustang into this, and don't bring up crap like Templars. You and I eat at the same table. Who are you to bring up Templars with me? Instead of bickering, let's help each other.
That's pretty rich. Coming from the one who sicked their cronies on this place to extort them. Then again, for Hidania's warped sense of right and wrong, maybe that did make sense to you. Sounds like a real group of lowlives, if you ask me.
What did I tell you about watching how you speak to me?
Tell me, Rosanna, when did you become a two-bit thug?
You dumb bit...
Stop. You're both embarrassing yourselves. There are too many eyes here anyway.
You shut up. Don't give me orders.
Blanc, Noir, don't worry. The Peony Association will protect you.
Now all three gangs are involved? How pathetic do you all think we are?
We'll do it for free.
What? Really?
Sure. If we're helping someone in need, our services come free of charge. Such is the way of the Templar.
This is driving me crazy.
Why don't you tell her that?
I would, but I doubt any of it would get through that thick skull of hers.
What? Are you talking to me? I'll be the first to say I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but at least I'm not a bum.
That's enough. Follow me. We need to talk.
Huh? Why don't you say it here?
Just follow me. Don't make me say it again.
Come on, let's find somewhere quiet.
What is it with you two? Something's going on, isn't it? You're not trying to exclude me, are you?
Would you just shut up and follow me?
There's a cacophonous blast, and smoke fills the casino. Yep, trouble has found its way to Coin Rush.
Believe in your king. Victory will be ours.
Target down.
Tell me to down with those who would threaten me. Now is the time of truth.
It's like, true, Rosanna, Sakura, and Moran. True, they do deal with shady dealings and pretty much the criminal underworld of the Ark, but they at least do have some good intentions. Like, they're not exactly completely evil. It's like, yeah, they work in the underground, but they don't exactly have bad intentions through and through. If anyone has bad intentions through and through, it's definitely Crow, more so than the three of them.
Noir, get down! What's happening?
I don't know. Just get down. I'll turn on the ventilation.
Damn, they were already inside.
I didn't expect them to play dirty like this.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
If I had to guess, Heavenly Ascension.
Blanc, Noir, what's the most expensive item you have here?
What? Why are you asking?
There's no time to explain.
I'd say the jewel necklace in the center display.
Got it.
Sakura drops to one knee and takes out her gun.
What are you doing?
We've got ourselves an unwanted guest. This is what they get for crashing our party.
Are you actually gonna shoot someone?
It's a suppression bullet. Don't worry.
The gunshot rings out amongst the haze of smoke. Oh, EH.
You got him.
No, I missed. The smoke. This is no normal smoke.
Tisk.
Eventually, the smoke inside the casino slowly dissipates. Everyone turns frantically towards the center display. The glass box has been smashed to pieces. There's nothing inside. There is a canister lying on the floor with tendrils of smoke coming out of it.
Our prize! It was stolen!
First things first, let's confirm if anyone's been injured.
Yes!
Blanc and Noir rush inside.
I thought they'd move as a group. Never figured they'd use a solo operator.
My body is going numb. There must be alpha particles mixed in with the smoke. It looks like the plan was made with us in mind. This is all your fault. You've been way out of line lately. You basically advertised our presence to anyone and everyone who cared to know.
Shut up. This is how I work.
The necklace was stolen. Should be easy to pawn for cash.
How's that?
Jewels are a dime a dozen on the dark net. Tracking a specific gemstone would be next to impossible.
But not entirely impossible, right?
That's the first sensible thing you've said in ages. I'll search the dark net. Even if they attempt to offload the jewels in pieces, we should be able to pick up the trail due to the sheer volume.
Then I'll go out to the outer rim and pound some answers out of people. I'm sure I'll turn up something.
Hey, you got anything for me? I don't know exactly what's going on, but it sounds serious. I want to help.
All right, you head to the Ark and gather information.
What kind of information?
Heavenly Ascension is orchestrating a large-scale terrorist attack.
Yep. Bingo. And without a doubt, Crow's involved. I mean, she pretty much foreshadowed it with her gaslighting of Uni.
What?
We received some intel. Heavenly Ascension were gathering materials to be used for an attack, with Coin Rush as the primary target. Rosanna and I put on that little charade to stall them and prevent it from happening.
If that's what you were doing, why didn't you let Blanc and Noir know?
Most likely if they did, then it wouldn't be convincing.
Don't be dense. What do you think they would have done if I told them? They would have reported it straight to the central government.
Yeah, most likely. And then if word got out, then that would have potentially led to chaos.
Planning an attack on the Ark is a crime punishable by death. They'd be willing to burn the Outer Rim to the ground if it meant getting rid of Heavenly Ascension.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
There would be countless innocent victims.
True. Because there is innocent people living in the slums of the Outer Rim. Not everyone in the Outer Rim is a criminal. Pretty much all those consisting of Heavenly Ascension are. And especially Crow. The fact that she's not in the rehabilitation center or turned into molten slag is beyond me.
So you two came up with that entire act on your own?
Our actions needed to be perceived as a criminal organization operating out of greed, and not someone attempting to thwart terrorist activities.
Why didn't you tell me? Not to brag, but it's not unheard of for the Peony Association to offer free protection.
You simply don't have enough people for the same offer to seem feasible. For every one member you have, we have 30. How can I trust you with such an important task when I had no idea how many agents Heavenly Ascension would send? Although we certainly didn't expect them to send just one person.
Still, we could have acted together.
You've got spunk, and I admire that. But it won't be enough for the type of task we're dealing with.
Wait. Did my coming here ruin everything?
Not necessarily.
That remains to be seen.
As of now, you haven't ruined anything. We have to put a stop to their terrorist plot. Make it seem like it never existed. That way, no one gets hurt.
Got it. So you need me to scour the dark net, right?
Outer Rim for me. Sakura has the dark net. You go to the Ark, idiot.
Okay. Got it.
Not very often I see a kind of a dumbfounded expression on Moran.
All right, not there. I knew that.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Nope, can't get over there.
All right, not
They are humanity's enemy.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Commander, the disruptive...
It's like, yeah, like Moran said, she may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but she at least has a good heart.
Is a king's duty.
Moving to the
I will turn everything into... All right, moving in.
Yeah, as far as I know, I can't really get to that building in the bottom section there. 3 hours prior to the incident, Outer Rim slumps.
EH secretly met with high-ranking officials from the central government? You're out of it.
Yes, she's interrogating one of them.
Let me repeat the question. Did EH, your leader, meet with high-ranking officers from the central government?
Yes!
Was it her intent to surrender? Go crawling on her knees and swear that neither she nor any of you would ever dream of carrying out any terrorist attacks? That you'd all live like model citizens from here on out?
To make a deal.
What kind of deal?
I don't know. I only know that they met. I don't know anything else. I was told it didn't go well, so I was told we needed money.
The meeting didn't go as planned, so you needed money. Did she go to the central government hoping for a handout? No, that can't be it. The the order of events isn't adding up here. I heard myself that you needed money for your latest attack. But you're telling me, before that, the leader of Heavenly Ascension herself met with senior government officials? What the hell is going on? Pipe down, will you? I'm trying to think. Your plan didn't have anything to do with terrorism. It was something else entirely. That's why EH met with the central government. Well, at any rate, there's no way to know what she talked to them about. So, let's change the line of questioning. Who told you that you could make a quick buck at Coin Rush? How'd you know they had something so valuable?
Our own intel.
Don't bullshit me. Your intel is garbage. There's no way you'd be able to gather any reliable information on a hotspot like Coin Rush. Not with your current manpower and resources.
Not unless they had someone on the inside.
Someone else must have been involved.
Maybe potentially Crow, being that she was a member of Heavenly Ascension, so it would make sense that she would pretty much be a man on the inside and essentially relay information to her terrorist buddies.
Take a look at this. It's a text that was sent to Sakura and myself.
Rosanna shows her phone screen to the Heavenly Ascension executive.
Looks like I'm on the right track. Someone gave us fake intel indicating that your organization would attack Coin Rush. And planted the idea in your heads to do exactly that.
On Rosanna's phone screen, there are texts which read, "Say that Heavenly Ascension will attack Coin Rush to acquire money for further terrorist activities."
Viper.
Aha.
That malicious woman. Why would she stir the pot like that? Whoops. Guess we went a little hard on him. Guys, take him to the hospital. Make sure he makes a full recovery.
The Hedonia members swiftly carry out the Heavenly Ascension executive.
They used us as bait. Us. The ones protecting the Outer Rim and everyone in it. We approached Coin Rush under the pretense of offering them protection to keep the members of Heavenly Ascension out of harm's way. But then amongst the chaos, EH herself took that opportunity to steal the necklace. The central government will suspect all of this unrest is due to infighting amongst the different gangs. Heavenly Ascension, the entire organization will be ruled out as a suspect. What on earth is Exotic trying to accomplish?
I'd say in one sense, it's pretty much ultimately revenge against Siwan. That's potentially one theory. But honestly, it's not like you can exactly trust those three. I mean, if the summer event Beautiful Shot is anything to go by, Viper and Jackal potentially redeem themselves. Maybe. But in terms of Crow, nah, she is beyond redeeming. Crow is essentially someone that either, like I said, belongs either in the rehabilitation center or potentially in somewhere even more secure or potentially turned into molten slag. Hell, put her through a mind wipe if anything.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slow.
Like arguably, if there was anyone who would deserve to be mind wiped, it'd be Crow.
Moving to the designated location.
Did you go right?
Because it's easily Crow who's responsible for what's going on.
Show us the way.
I know there's a gap here. Can I go through that gap?
Moving in.
Nope. It is an illusion of a gap. Okay, so there's that gate there. So is there another switch? Yep. Right behind this story battle here. Yeah, I should be able to get over there to those two. Alright.
Moving to the designated location.
I will turn every...
All right, moving in.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
And yeah, when it comes to exchanging battle data for core dust, I still have, I believe, quite a few items that give me battle data in my inventory, so I should be able to more or less do the exchange to get much more core dust.
Moving to the designated location.
I can't get there. Well, shoot.
All right, moving in.
It's blocked off, isn't it? Maybe?
All right, not there. I knew that.
Yep, I believe so. It's hard to tell, but it looks like it is blocked off.
All right, not there. I knew that.
So, yeah, it looks like I have to get through this gate here. Then I can be able to go potentially this way? Maybe? Either I'm just backtracking back through here to go this way.
It is not encounter.
I know for sure once we hit the button. We gotta get to that button on the other side of this encounter here. 3 hours prior to the incident, Simikai drawing room.
We've noticed a large number of previously unregistered firearms and bullets being sold through the dark net.
How many?
About 200 rifles.
That many. That is peculiar.
You know what's even more strange?
Honestly, it's probably enough weapons to pretty much supply a decent-sized army.
All the guns sold are meant for NIKKEs.
For NIKKEs?
They have a lighter recoil and increased durability. While a human could technically use it if they wanted to, it'd be far from comfortable.
In other words, not the kind of weapons that would be used for a terrorist attack.
Correct.
Can we find out who purchased them?
I'm afraid not. As for the jewels and the necklace you said they would be selling, it's simply too wide a net to cast. They're impossible to track down. The darknet is just too vast.
If I were to guess, I'd say that it likely found its way into Heavenly Ascension's hands.
It's very probable, but I can't say for certain.
Anything else?
There is one more thing. A massive bomb that didn't have any buyers for the longest time recently got sold.
Yep, and that would happen to be the bomb that created the opening in the dome to allow the Raptures inside.
The purchase date coincides with when the NIKKE firearms were sold.
You said it's a heavy-duty explosive.
Yes, but what's particularly interesting is what it's designed for. It's an excavation bomb. The Ark is already completed, and with the construction of the outpost on pause, this bomb is virtually useless. You can't even use it against Raptures since its explosive output is concentrated on what is directly underneath it. I can't imagine what they'd possibly want it for.
You really can find everything on the darknet.
Just about. If you've got the money, you can find whatever you're looking for. None of the sellers have any compunction about selling to terrorists or anyone else intent on using the merchandise for shady purposes.
This probably sounds strange coming from me, but that really sounds like a cesspool of bad eggs.
That's what makes it so fun.
I doubt excavation bombs could be used for a terror attack.
You'd think so, but it looks like Heavenly Ascension bought it anyway.
Yeah. The thing is, it's not the fact that what its usability is, but what it ended up being used for, which most likely was creating the hole in the Dome of Eternity to allow the Raptures in. That was pretty much all that was needed.
There must have been a reason. I do have one question, though. I understand that you're associated with the Merchant Squad, but how do you know so much about how the Darknet works?
It's a hobby.
A hobby?
Yeah, a strange one.
Sure. I get a lot of enjoyment out of monitoring dangerous items. Safety first, right?
Yeah, true.
A smart person only takes risks when they have a way out. So please, don't for a minute think that we're on the same side.
I see you're a rather extraordinary individual. My apologies. Thanks for the info. This is typically something we'd handle in-house. But apparently, we don't measure up to someone who engages in this recreationally.
Thank you for the compliment. Of course, it benefits me to have Semakai in my debt.
I won't forget about today. Remember, you're always welcome to our help if you need any.
Oh, trust me, I won't forget.
My employees will show you out. I look forward to our next meeting.
See you around.
Several Semakai employees see Dala out.
None of the items they purchased are suited for a terrorist attack. Could they be planning an attack using NIKKEs? No, that's impossible. For one thing, over 90% of NIKKEs are incapable of even laying a finger on a human. Such a plan is beyond absurd. Their primary weapon is something not meant to be used offensively. Almost as if...
I don't know if it's possible, but maybe they're... Maybe mass-produced NIKKEs with no nymph? And just more or less the equivalent to, say, droids from the Droid Federation in Star Wars? If that's possible, that could make sense. I mean, we theoretically saw something kind of akin to that in the Nier Automata rerun that occurred, and we more or less ran into those replica NIKKEs who essentially had no nymph, but still more or less would function and be controlled kind of as more or less a hive mind sort of thing. But of course, that was also due to Gatekeeper's more or less powers. Oh, we got another story battle. Alright. So this should open that gate, correct? Yep. And that's blocked off, right?
Moving in.
Yep. No way to get through there.
Coming to rush. I will go slowly.
Nope. It's an illusion.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Thinking I could go there, but I can't.
Moving to the designated location.
They are humanity's...
The bubbles...
Well, we've gotten half of the lost relics.
What a truly beautiful story this was. It is not
Encounter.
All right, moving.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Okay, so... We know there's... Oh, hang on a second here. Accidentally minimized my window here. But, anywho. We know that there's this one here. And then the boss is over here. Try to see if there's a lost relic in this dome area. Not seeing one at the moment, but there might be. There might be one there. But there's one there, so that's two. There might potentially be one over here, but it's a little hard to tell at the moment. Yep, there's another one there, so it's 3, 4, Yeah, we should be able to find them all.
Alright, engaging with the enemy.
It is not becoming.
As long as we scour the map, we should be able to find them all. 2 hours prior to the incident, Steve McKay drawing room, back alley in the Ark.
What? Is that true?
Yes, I'm certain of it.
Well, now we know Jin's voice. So yeah, this is where I remember seeing him before.
One of my childhood friends is part of Heavenly Ascension. They told me personally.
Oh boy. So, that friend of yours definitely can't be trusted.
EH must be beside herself right now. So where are they taking it?
To the Outer Rim, most likely.
But how? There's a massive barrier separating the Outer Rim and the Ark. They'd never let anyone with that many weapons pass through.
I heard about it. They'll be using the elevator.
The elevator?
Yes. As you know, there are many elevators in the Ark that lead up to the surface. While there may not be as many of them, there are also elevators that can go from the Outer Rim to the surface, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. I know about one of those thanks to the event that had Sora in it.
Most of them are no longer operational, but some are still active. First, they plan on taking an elevator from the Outer Rim up to the surface, and then taking another elevator from there down to the Ark.
Would that work?
There are thousands of elevators leading to the Ark. There's no way all of them are well protected.
I don't mean that. The surface is crawling with Raptures. Is it even possible for a human to traverse that place?
You know what it's like in the Outer Rim. They never got anything from the Ark, so they had to turn to the surface in order to get by. They may not be able to take down a Rapture, but they probably know all sorts of ways to avoid them. For Heavenly Ascension, this isn't even an issue.
So since EH got what she wanted, that must mean she's coming back.
Yes.
We have to stop her.
But why? I think what EH is saying makes sense.
I understand that, but we can't let her do this.
Do you always have to argue like this?
Where is the elevator that EH mentioned?
I'll send you a text. Since you're so good at finding your way around, you can put your navigational skills to the test.
You're not coming.
Give me a break. It's clear there's going to be some kind of altercation. What good would it do if I were there? Everyone knows I'm no fighter. Gathering intel is my specialty.
Whatever you say. Send word to Rosanna and Sakura as well.
You got it.
You can always count on quality training.
Yeah, I want to say he made... Let's see. Yeah, I believe he made an appearance in the Arcana event. Though briefly.
I'll do my best. Cheer me on.
But yeah, Jan is kind of akin to pretty much an informant.
What a truly beautiful story this was.
There we go.
I am most pleased with it.
I mean, heck, with the work that Jin does, there is a saying that knowledge is power. So any kind of intel that they can get their hands on is usually a good thing.
Slowly.
Prism. Don't believe I've heard that before.
I will turn every...
Moving to the designated location.
Securing victory for their subjects is a key.
If that track has been used in any other instance, I probably don't remember it. Yeah, these look like two of the elevators.
All right, not there.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw that particular door
It is not becoming
in some of the backgrounds whenever it showed more or less the Ark elevators.
Not there.
Like during a couple of the cutscenes from like say early on, or even during the during the Evangelion rerun when I went through the first Eva event.
All right, moving in.
40 minutes prior to the incident. The Ark elevator, hub J910. Yep, and there's EH herself.
Time to go. Elysion Harper.
Yeah, that's apparently her full name, Elysion Harper.
Moran, you know not to call me that. It's a name I left behind long ago. Where are you going? I'm going back home. That's a good idea. How about you leave those bags you're carrying now? Sorry, but I'm gonna be needing these. They're weapons that can protect us. All they're going to do is get you killed. What makes you so sure? Because...
Listen to us, you idiot. If you carry those around, what do you think is going to happen?
Is it bloodshed that you want? Because that's what you're going to get.
You guys were fast. Long time no see. It's been a while since the Underworld Queen were all in the same place.
Shut up and listen to me. If you insist on using those, Heavenly Ascension will be designated as a terrorist group armed with advanced weaponry. I never said anything until now because all you ever had were obsolete weapons that didn't pose any threat. What you have there, however, changes everything. It doesn't matter that those are NIKKE weapons. What matters is that you possessing those makes you a credible threat. That will make the central government consider you public enemy #1. They'll wipe you all out, no matter how long it takes.
And it won't be just Heavenly Ascension. The entire Outer Rim will be reduced to rubble. Thousands of lives will be lost.
I met with one of the deputy chiefs. When I said I had something serious to discuss, he penciled me right in. I requested that they station NIKKEs in the Outer Rim as well.
Why NIKKEs?
I was scared. When I heard that the Raptures had gotten within spitting distance of the Ark. And when I heard that Matisse had wiped them out. How not a single soul in the entire Outer Rim was taken into consideration throughout the entire process. That awakened a fear within me unlike anything I'd experienced before. I had forgotten who our real enemy was. Why we locked ourselves in this dank underground prison. So I begged. I pleaded with the deputy chief while he sat there sipping on his tea like I was invisible. I said that everyone in the Outer Rim just wanted to live. They're people too. So could he please station a few NIKKEs there? If he did, I would dismantle Heavenly Ascension and fade into obscurity. They could even close the barrier if they wanted to. As long as we had a chance to live. You know what he said to me? Enough!
He said, none of you are human. Why would we dedicate our resources to something that's not human? It's best we leave the barriers open. We'll still need somewhere to dispose of our garbage.
Then, he tried to kill me, but I escaped. He never intended on listening to a single word I had to say. As far as they're concerned, the Outer Rim isn't a place where people live. It's a garbage heap. That's where we've been living. Who? Who said those things? Moran, answer me one thing. Are we human? Of course you are! You're all human beings! Living, breathing human beings! Then why are we treated like this? They are the ones who aren't human.
I needed a fail-safe plan. Something to fall back on. These will be the weapons that will protect us.
What about the bomb?
We will secure our own elevator. We found one with a good location, but the shaft is blocked. We'll use the bomb to break through.
Are you really willing to go that far?
Yes. No one cares. No one has ever helped us.
We care! We can help! Underworld Queen, me, Rosanna, Sakura will all help!
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you.
You ungrateful turd. Why do you think we went through all of that rigmarole back at Coin Rush? What are we doing here right now? You think we came here to get front row seats to our own friend's suicide?
You're just following Mustang's orders. To protect the Outer Rim. By force, if necessary.
Yes, that is true. We were sent here to quell the conflict. To erase any trace of it, so that we can ensure there'd be no loss of life inside the Ark. Our mission is to suppress violence with violence. And you're the one about to ignite that vicious cycle. You do understand that shooting you where you stand would be the simplest way to resolve this entire issue, don't you? Drop your weapons. Turn around, pretend like none of this happened, and take the elevator back to the Outer Rim. We'll handle the rest. Please, choose life. The future that you're hoping for will surely come. On my own reputation and of my gang, I promise you, it will come.
I and the entire Peony Association also promise.
Fine. I'll try my best. So drop your weapons and get lost.
When will we be finally treated as humans? Will it ever come to pass? When we can escape this dark, miserable place? Do you think that day will ever come?
It will. I promise you, it will.
I believe.
Get down!
Amidst a hail of gunfire, each falls to the ground, blood seeping from a newly formed bullet hole.
Let's go, everyone! Tell me to down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Reloading.
Let's go again!
Wait a moment, the land is seen.
Tell me to down with those who threaten the kingdom. All transports open! Fire!
And yeah, like I made mention of previously,
For their subject is the king's duty.
it was this particular team that I was using to actually try and progress through hard mode chapter 12. Unfortunately, I got stuck dealing with Material H. Stationery store. Hello, Commander George 10. I wanted to ask you a favor. We were supposed to have some items delivered to the shelter today. We've been waiting all day, but the robot hasn't showed up. We were worried a Rapture may have gotten it. I'll look into it. Thank you. Its route is typically from the Smile Mart to the number 13 shelter. Its face looks like... One moment. Let me ask my grandson for help. It normally looks like this. And this is when it's happy. I'm giving the phone back to my grandpa. Hey. Hello again. if you're out in the streets and you happen to see a robot that looks like that, please do what you can to help. Got it. Oh, conveniently near the EX battle.
All right, not
let's take care of the EX battle first this time.
all right. Moving in.
We'll take care of this EX battle, then we'll do the side mission, and then we'll continue. So that'll be a nice, easy, like, 450 or so gems. Oh, heavy metal! I remember facing against the, more or less the kind of chibi style version of it, of this boss, during the, 2.5 anniversary with the, Bubble March minigame. So I think this is the first time I'm actually facing this boss for real. There we go. Nice.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Alright, heavy metal is destroyed, and we get a new 300 gems. Alright, now for the side mission.
Not engaging with the enemy. The bubbles will show us the way.
I'm pretty sure I know the robot they're talking about. It's the same one that delivers our packages all the time. At least, it's always got that same look plastered on its face. I checked the text message again. Stationary. So it's kind of a V for the smile. Hey, I think you're right. The only problem is, robots like these are a dime a dozen. Apparently the robot shuttles back and forth between the shelter and Small Mart. As long as we stick to that route, I'm sure we'll find the robot we're looking for. Let's start with Small Mart. Roger. Soon after... Yeesh, this is Small Mart? Or this the Small Mart? It doesn't look like it's smiling anymore. What a mess. The Raptures really did a number on this place. Let's search through the rubble. The robot might be stuck underneath some of it. Roger. We split up into designated areas and start rummaging through the rubble. Did we find it? Weren't you looking through the debris, Master? Did you find the robot already? I think so. But it's stuck in the wall. What? Everyone makes a beeline for the wall. How in the world did that happen? If the robot shifts even a little bit to the side, then her splat. That's all she wrote. Simmer down, we'll get you out of there. Don't worry. I knew that was coming. You see what we've done? You've gone and drawn all the nearby Raptures. Let's take care of the Raptures first, then resume the rescue. Roger that. I mean, good rule of thumb, you make enough noise, Raptures are bound to show up. I mean, it's pretty much akin to blood in the water in a way. If there's enough trace of it in the water, you'll draw in the sharks.
Target confirmed. Commencing operation.
Oh yeah, we got the law on. And yeah, Helm in particular will also be potentially at her, well, full potential in a way, if I get pretty much all the manufacturer equipment on her getting maxed out and of course overloaded. But then also be probably ideal to max out her skills, and then also potentially equip the right cube that would work best to more or less provide the best bonuses for her. is those kind of kit details that I'm not exactly all that knowledgeable about. But in terms of pretty much working with what I got in terms of like the equipment and such, I'd say I'm doing pretty much okay. But to make sure helmet operates at pretty much her best, ideally it would be great to actually get her not only a fully overloaded equipment set with ideal bonuses on them, but of course also to equip her with the right cube to also boost her abilities.
Truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Like, I have a decent stash of batteries for some of the cubes, but I'm obviously gonna need more.
Engaging with the enemy.
Moving to the designated location.
Which potentially means I'll have to at some point bite the bullet and pretty much join a union. Hopefully one that's not too strict.
My voice is ready.
Once that happens, then I can pretty much utilize those kind of benefits for being in a union, and potentially I can also participate in things like union raids, and of course get access to the union shop, which is pretty much a necessity if I want to say MLB Guilty Sin and Original Quincy, and also Nihilister. But yeah, given all the time that players have to put in just to get Nihilister in the first place, not to mention get her maxed out, the fact that she still sucks definitely sucks. Like, if there's a character who could definitely use a buff / rework of some kind, it's definitely Nihilister. Like, as far as I'm aware, aside from probably Crow, Nihilister is potentially one of the, in terms of her overall kit and abilities, one of the worst NIKKEs in the game, which sucks so much given the fact that you have to go through so much effort just to get her in the first place, and then also pretty much, you pretty much have to go through so much just to get her in the first place. So it definitely sucks that she's not at least decent.
Commence firing. With this, we're one step closer to our dream.
So, if Nihilister at some point, which would be great, if she can get a buff of some kind, like maybe, I don't know, just a straight up buff to her kit / damage like they did for, say, Mihara, to make it so that she wasn't completely useless. They could do that, or they could even, heck, maybe create a favorite item for her, so that way she gets a boost that way. And it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be necessarily helm levels of busted. Maybe it's something akin to maybe Drake levels? Mostly it needs to be something that would buff her significantly, so that way she's actually at least usable, especially for a character that has such a great and unique design. Like, Nihilister is one of the most uniquely designed characters in the game, and it sucks that she's pretty much useless. In a way, she's pretty much what could be considered a trophy character, where you essentially collect the character and then they metaphorically collect dust in the roster.
Let's keep going. Down with those who threaten, and now is the time of true beauty.
But of course, aside from her, there is other kind of bad / subpar characters, of course. Amongst the pilgrims, one of them that's definitely considered, I think, still to this day, one of the worst pilgrims of the game is probably Isabel. But coincidentally, with Arcana in the game, her kit does technically boost a character like Isabel to make her at least better. Kind of akin to how Trina, who released prior to, actually can provide a decent buff to, say, Scarlet. I know that was made mention of when it comes to Trina's abilities, that she can work as a kind of a niche buff / boost for Scarlet. And Arcana is pretty much the same way with Isabel. Though, if I think about it, if favorite items were introduced for pilgrims, that could potentially create kind of a maybe an imbalance in terms of power scaling and such, or more or less meta. But there's always the possibility. After a while, we were able to clear the wreckage and succeeded in rescuing the robot. Huh. This is pretty much the same robot that actually showed up in the exchange shop. Yeah, that's a good robot. Oh, so its name's Kitty. I have no idea what you're saying, but I think I catch your drift. You're thankful that we saved you, is that it? No, that's not it. I think it's berating us that we didn't save it faster. What? Look at this. I translated what it's saying using blah blah. Everyone stares at Eon's cell phone. It's a bunch of ones and zeros. How does that translate? That's a bunch of ones and zeros. Blah blah translation. What took you so long? And translation. Hurry up and get me out of here. I'm a robot on a mission and I've got deliveries to make. And next one. Translation. I don't have any time to waste. Neon slowly moves to shut off her cell phone. Something must be wrong with the translator. There's no way a robot would be so rude. It would be so rude to the people who just saved its life. If it really is that impudent, then I say we leave it behind. And translation? I suggest you think twice. The humans at the shelter are waiting for me. You'll only be hurting them by making me later than I already am. Neon moves to shut off her cell phone. This little twerp really has a mouth on it. Well, I suppose the people waiting for their delivery didn't do anything wrong. Let's escort this feisty little guy to the shelter. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Alright, what we got? Cool, so that's 500 more gems between the side mission and the EX battle. Thank you. The robot arrived safely with all of our items in tow. Thanks to you, my grandson can change his phone now. Or can charge his phone now. He's over the moon. Did you just send the robot on its way? Yes. It may be somewhat irascible, but it works hard even when it has a bit of wear and tear on it. I went out for its next delivery the moment it gave us our stuff. I think it's still operating as if it works at the construction site. Yes. When the Ark was first being conceived, there were several other construction sites proposed. Once the final site for the Ark was determined, all the robots responsible for carrying materials on the job site stopped what they were doing and headed over there. Meanwhile, all the other sites were abandoned. This robot has experienced quite a few ups and downs. So people originally considered building the Ark in several other locations. Let me go with the first one. Yes. The only reason I know about this is because one of the construction workers told me. At any rate, I consider this robot somewhat of a friend. We have a history. I just don't want it to be I just don't want it to die during a delivery. Thank you for all your help. A real weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Bless you and take care. Cool.
It is not
So that's done.
to rush. I will go slowly.
Oh, we got this one by the gate here. The Challenger. Oh, the Solar Ray music. I thought I recognized that tune.
All right, moving in.
Anything over here?
All right, not there.
Nope.
I knew that.
Moving to the designated location.
Engaging with the enemy.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king.
Moving to the designated.
Coming. It is not because securing victory for their subjects.
There we go.
King's duty.
Level 180 now for the outpost defense. Alright, so
Moving to the designated location.
where is the button? It's probably that one.
It is not
But we have to get to the story battle first.
The bubbles will show us the
Then we can actually open a path to it. The Ark elevator, Hub J19 or 910. 30 minutes prior to the incident.
Harper! You've been hit in the shoulder, don't move!
For crying out loud, I told you to aim for the head.
Oh.
I even turned off your inhibitors.
Yep. This is where we're first introduced to this asshole.
What an asshole! Then again, I should have known better than to expect anything from mass production models.
You must have kissed a lot of asses for them to let you come out this far, Deputy Chief.
Well done, Underworld Queen. You followed my orders to the T. You stalled her just long enough for me to arrive.
We know that is a lie.
What are you talking about? Who gave us orders?
I did. To you. I heard the terrorist leader was on the run, so I ordered you to buy me some time.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit! We never received any such order!
Moran, he's just saying this to cover his ass later.
Of course he is.
I assume this entire conversation is being recorded somehow.
We never received any orders from you, Deputy Chief. Why would we ever accept an order from you anyways? Everyone knows you've never had a single NIKKE under your command all these years.
What then? Are you saying that you were helping the terrorist escape?
Terrorist? Who are you talking about?
Don't play games with me. I'm talking about that subversive piece of filth lying over there.
How did he know we were here?
You know what this elevator is used for? We often use it to dispose of any subhuman filth and dump them into the Outer Rim.
Yeah, like I said, this guy's an asshole.
So it was blindingly obvious this is where I would find you. After all, loathsome flies are naturally attracted to excrement.
Is there a traitor among us? No. Only 5 people knew about this plan.
Any chance one of them was Crow?
Viper.
Oh. Viper would definitely be a second guess.
We've been bitten by a venomous snake.
I must admit, very well said.
I want to talk to you. Honestly, I do.
Fire.
The gun that the mass-produced NIKKE was about to fire shatters. Sakura's arm is extended. In her hand, smoke billows out of the barrel of her rifle.
I feel I must remind you. When you're in our domain, you need our permission to make any kind of move. No exceptions. That includes you, Tobin.
What is this? Are you protecting this terrorist? You're NIKKEs. You should be protecting mankind. Now you're siding with a known terrorist, threatening the entire Ark? This is treason!
Stay back, all of you. You mustn't get yourselves involved in this.
Sorry, but we can't do that.
All traitors are to be executed. None will be spared. Contact Ingrid. Ask her to send Extrinsic immediately. Tell her we have some irregulars who have betrayed their benefactors.
Extrinsic. So they finally finished it.
Go ahead, call them, and tell them to make it snappy. I've been dying to meet these Reapers everyone's been talking about.
Rumors are typically grossly exaggerated.
Right. Yes.
With great effort, EH stands up. She opens her coat to reveal the bombs attached to her body.
You shouldn't have made the mistake of coming here personally, Dopin. I made these explosives myself, so I'm afraid they're not all that powerful. The NIKKEs will live, but it'll still be more than enough to kill you and me.
You filthy terrorist.
Back off. I'm going.
EH, wait, you can't!
We want to live too, Moran.
EH starts to walk backwards and steps on the elevator.
See you in another life.
I put a lock on the elevator doors. You're not going anywhere.
Okay. Then we'll die together.
Taban hides behind the mass-produced NIKKEs.
You coward.
You're the only one getting blown up today. Fire!
Grab Harper. We can't let her take those explosives up to the surface.
First things first, we need to get them to stop shooting.
No, first the bomb!
There's a sound of metal snapping. The doors of the elevator EH isn't close. The elevator starts to go up.
What the?
What's happening?
Stop the elevator! I said stop it! How could that lock have come loose? I had it fastened tight! Outer Rim! Send troops to the Outer Rim! Wipe them out!
Rosanna quietly walks to the back of the elevator. In a narrow space, there are remnants of the chain that should have kept the elevator doors from closing. It has been cut.
Jackal.
Bingo. And if her burst animation is anything to go by, she most likely bit through the chains.
Have faith. I will protect my people. Help me to stand with those who threaten now. Focus our attacks.
So yeah, the whole squad is involved in this. I mean, to be fair, it was pretty much foreshadowed that Viper, Jackal, and Crow were up to something. Specifically so that way they can
Victory for their
more or less get payback against Human. So, in a way, Siwin is kind of inadvertently responsible for everything that's going on. Inadvertently. Oh, so I can't go over there, apparently.
Alright, not there.
Anything over here, by chance? No, not there.
I will turn everything. Alright, moving in.
What a truly beautiful story this was.
Moving to the... I will turn everything.
It is not because what a truly beautiful story this was.
I am... Alright, not there.
Oh, there's something nearby. Yeah, it's that one right there. So there's that one. But then there's at least 4 more. Yeah, from what I can tell, there's nothing back here.
Moving to the designated...
Engaging with the bubbles will show us the way!
5 minutes before the incident. On the surface.
Was it luck? Or... Doesn't matter. As long as we have this weapon, we can protect our home. Rather than standing idly and awaiting our demise. These weapons will allow us to end things on our own terms. Right. It's better to end things this way. I'm tired. Huh? What's that sound? The excavation bomb. How the...
Someone activated it. On the small display screen embedded in the excavation bomb, one word pops up. John D. John Doe? Everything is engulfed in a flashing light, thus leading to the Dome of Eternity getting the hole blown through it. 12 hours after the incident. Current.
The bomb exploded while on the surface, creating a passageway that led directly to the Ark.
Yep.
All the Raptures gathered near the detonation site, having heard the explosion. That resulted in the current situation that is still unfolding.
Why didn't you stop it? Aren't you supposed to be some super smart AI? You record everything that's happening.
I overlooked it.
Huh?
I didn't consider how each individual step could potentially lead to this conclusion. I suppose I am at fault for not sufficiently grasping how the human mind works.
So, you make mistakes too.
There are too many Raptures here. There's no way all of them just happen to be in the immediate vicinity.
As you all are well aware, not long ago, a large swarm of Raptures was called to the Ark.
Yep.
While the remaining forces from that conflict, including Raptures gathered in the surrounding area, a Lord-class Rapture emitted a calling signal. That resulted in the substantial swarm which you currently see descending upon the Ark.
Do we stand a chance against them?
You have 300 meters until you reach my chamber. We'll discuss the rest inside.
I mean, to be fair, we should be able to handle them.
Target confirmed. Commencing out.
Heck, if we can go toe-to-toe against Nihilister, we'll be fine.
Let's keep going. Tell me to down with those who threaten us ahead. Commence firing. Regroup, and let's go again. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. Tell me to down with those who threaten us. Now is the time. Use beauty. Yes! Good! Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty. The bubbles will show us the way!
Cool. Alright, anything over here in terms of lost relics?
Right,
Nope.
not there.
Okay, so we can go right through here.
Designated location.
All right, moving in.
Alright, 4 more.
Moving to the designated location.
Coming.
The bubbles will show us the way!
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. It is not becoming...
Encounter.
All right, the story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful!
All right, not there. I knew that.
Let's see.
The bubbles will show us the way!
There we go. We can get that lost relic now. Okay, so there's 3 more. I'm assuming they're in here? Maybe? It's the only other place we haven't looked, so they must be there.
Coming. It is not because the story will be rewritten into a tale that's happening.
I'll take a gander once we take out the remaining Raptures.
The bubbles will securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
At least the ones we can quick battle, of course.
It is not becoming to rush.
Coming. The bubbles will show us the way.
Oops. I think I accidentally selected regular battle.
If we can't clinch the victory...
Whoops. I accidentally misclicked.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Okay, let's go around in here. Oh.
The bubbles will show us the way. The bubbles will show
Aha.
us the way.
Alright, 2 more.
Moving to the designated location.
All right, moving in.
It is not becoming to rush.
Uh-huh.
Slowly.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Okay, so I can't get over there. Oops. There's one. And there's the other one. Ah, emergency engage.
Moving to the
I was wondering what the name of that track was. Cool, that's all the lost relics. Now we can activate this.
Not there. I knew that.
Thus, opening that shortcut. Nice.
It is not becoming
Alright,
to rush.
1 regular battle left, and then to the boss.
I will turn everything.
No. Not the boss. This guy.
The bubbles will show us the way.
There we go.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, something I wanted to say is that, maybe with any luck, EH potentially wasn't killed by the expulsion.
They are humanity's enemy.
But anywho, let's see about taking care of the last stage for this chapter.
I knew that.
That is before any potential bonus mission appears.
Welcome.
I mean, given that little section where the switch was, we may potentially be going over there for another side mission. Maybe.
Hello! Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's wrong with you?
She's nervous.
It's an honor to meet the owner of the Ark.
I don't think she is necessarily the owner.
I do not own the Ark. I am merely an AI, which oversees its daily operation.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
She's more or less kind of a security system. Please answer the question I asked you a moment ago.
Ah, yes. Pertaining to your chances of coming out of this alive. 6 hours from now, this entire situation will be resolved.
Sorry?
Mighty Tools has been dispatched to where the hole was made, and is diligently making repairs. Absolute and Matisse have also been assigned to that area to prevent any further influx of Raptures. Everything is proceeding quite smoothly. All available NIKKEs have been called to fight against the Raptures.
Huh. From this angle, you can actually see more of what her face looks like.
Of the NIKKEs currently in battle, 52 have sustained moderate injuries, while 114 have sustained minor injuries. There are no major injuries or fatalities as of yet. Power and other infrastructure are being restored at a rapid pace. All communications throughout the Ark will be back online within 5 minutes. After the immediate threat is dealt with, all damages will be repaired within 34 days. Would you like to look at the detailed repair plan?
This raid happened without warning. How were you so well prepared?
Various autonomous armaments have been installed throughout the Ark. We have developed an environment which allows these armaments to be deployed within a moment's notice. I have made all necessary preparations for the worst-case scenario, which this is decidedly not. Therefore, our response has proceeded relatively smoothly.
Amazing!
What a relief. When I first saw that gaping hole in the Dome of Eternity, I thought we were doomed.
Enoch, why did you call the commander to come see you?
Oh yeah, didn't you say the commander had something to do?
Yes. The heretic Nihilister will soon be entering the Ark.
Yep, she's back.
What?
She will?
While conducting a scan of the surface to identify any additional invasive forces, I detected a rather large airborne sphere of immense energy approaching at great speed. Upon further analysis of the sphere's size and movement speed, I can confirm with some certainty that it is the heretic Nihilister. If she maintains her current speed, neither Matisse nor Absolute will be able to stop her. She will find her way inside the Ark.
What do I need to do?
Use this place as a bunker, and do battle with Nihilister. I will lure it to you. You are the only ones who have managed to beat a heretic in battle. You are the only ones we can count on.
Okay. Okay, I'll try.
Intrusion confirmed. Heretic Nihilister has entered the Ark. I will lure it here using a calling signal.
Wait, right now? What are you doing?
I'm focusing on my breathing. Think of it as tantric firepower.
Commander, have the Vaphaus ready just in case.
Miranda, stay focused. Yes.
Engagement in T-3 seconds.
Get ready, everyone. Nihilister stops and stands before us, emanating scorching flames that are almost unbearably hot. Shockwaves and waves of heat spread, nearly suffocating me.
What? I came because I heard the call, but it was you? You all certainly are living high on the hog. The surface is in flames, and here you all are, gorging yourselves with wine and frivolity.
Why did you come?
You'd have to be deaf, dumb, and blind to miss that explosion that just occurred. I came to see what all the hubbub was and saw there was a gaping hole in the ground. Naturally, I was curious to see if the Ark was all it was cracked up to be.
Well, now you've seen it. You can leave now.
I thought about that, but I decided against it. I like this place more than I thought I would. I think I'll stay.
Trust me, you'll change your mind after being here for a few days.
This feeling. Was it here? The pitiful chatterbox in Indibilia.
Indibilia?
The name given to the prototype which eventually became Material H.
I think I might like to take it back while I'm here. After all, they are precious colleagues of mine in a way.
What makes you think you've got what it takes?
What?
That bullet of ours almost put you 6 feet under. You don't have any friends to help you this time around either. You sure you're gonna be okay?
It's high time I repay you for what you did to me. Do you have any idea how painful it was extracting that poison out of my body? Now that there aren't any other commanders around, or those pesky pilgrims, I will burn you to the ground.
The Vaphaus! Fire it now!
joking. Man, I got you good.
I assure you, your death will be a painful one.
Fire the Bop-House! Wow, that really does work. Fire the Bop-House! Pew, pew, pew! Fire away! Pew, pew, pew!
Incredible! The heretic is paralyzed with fear.
My flames will consume you. You pathetic meat sacks! I will incinerate and reduce every one of you into a pile of ashes!
Yeah, you can try, but we'll just probably kick your butt like we did last time. With how strong my team is, we should make quick recover. There we go. Phase 1. And there we go. For the second time, Nihilister is defeated.
What is this place? Something isn't right. Is it jamming? Could it have something to do with the alpha particles? Whatever. Who cares?
Nihilister shoots up into the sky.
None of this matters when I'm going to burn it all to the ground.
Dragon breath incoming! Everyone take cover!
Fortifying defenses. Emergency coolant injection.
The flames that Nihilister emits blanket the entire area.
Ouch! If I'd known to get this hot, I'd have brought some marshmallows.
What are you jabbering about now? This again? Talk about being a one-trick pony. At least we got some solid cover, so we're A-okay!
Cover temperature increasing. Complete failure imminent. 11 seconds remaining.
Does that sound solid to you? I guess not!
Die!
Code released!
Status update. Unidentified object approaching at high speed.
A flash of light pierces through Nihilister, sending her in limp body and tumbling down to the ground. Smoke billows out of her body as she disappears into the darkness. Yep, guess who? Suddenly, the entire Ark fills with a bright white light. Yeah. Suddenly, the entire Ark fills with a bright white light. With a bright white light. We have been saved. A woman smiles gently, and her voice echoes throughout the brightly lit space. Her voice is both mellifluous and disarming, putting everyone at ease.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Dorothy's here to pretty much enact her scheme.
I am Dorothy.
Yeah, this more than likely is not gonna end well.
I am a pilgrim who wanders the surface. But I have returned to save the Ark from destruction.
And then chapter 23, Prison. Oh. And we unlocked Anomaly Interception. Hello. I'm Sophie, the manager of Shelter 2. I realize I should have contacted you through the proper channels, but I have an urgent situation here. I needed to get in contact with you right away. What is it? It's a bit of a long story. Some kind of fringe religious cult has formed amongst the survivors gathered in the shelter. People are already on edge. The last thing they needed was religious nuts preaching day and night about the end of the world and the time of judgment. Things eventually boiled over and came to blows. Can you tell me more about this so-called cult? They're fairly hush-hush about the details, so I'm not sure exactly what religion they're following. One thing I can tell you for sure is that they're not normal. How are things in the shelter now? Things have returned back to normal for the most part. The only exception is a woman who went missing amongst all the confusion. The doors are secured on every level. I can't see how anyone could have gotten past them. I'll look into it. Thanks. I know this is a big ask. From what I hear, the woman has a young daughter. I'd feel terrible if she ends up losing her mother. So I was correct.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Encounter.
The bubbles will show us the way!
Target confirmed. Commencing operation.
Thankfully, it's a quick one.
Story of victory!
Down with those who would threaten me. Now is the time of true beauty.
Let me clear my throat! Good job!
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Let's see, yep. We pretty much cleared all of chapter 22 in terms of cutscenes.
All right. They are humanity.
All right, not there. I knew that.
I will protect the commander.
Tell me to down with those who threaten the kingdom. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. Tell me to down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Commence firing.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Alright, one more.
Moving to
I will turn every...
All right, not there. I knew that.
If we can't clinch the victory...
target eliminated.
Tell me to down with those who would threaten the kingdom. All send for soaking. Fire! Let me clear my throat. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
All life falls into oblivion. throwing the world into turmoil, defying laws of nature, and creating life. The pitiless judges will descend from the sky. Commander, over there. Isn't she the missing person we're looking for? What's she mumbling? Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end has come. Guide us, O Lord, carry the meek and foolish into your loving arms. Hey. What? Who are you? We're here to save you. Save me? Don't bother. It won't matter where we are. There's no escaping it. What are you talking about? Heathens like you are unworthy of divine knowledge. Only one thing is for certain. I have made many offerings to the judges, those who will carry out the Lord's will. My salvation is assured. The same, however, cannot be said for you. What a miserable fate. To be condemned to perish in ignorance. All because you do not share the same faith as me. Yikes. This lady's really gone off the deep end. I've seen cult members on a bunch of TV shows, but never in real life. You will all suffer the Lord's wrath. Leave this place. If you continue to interrupt my worship, you will die a painful death. What's our course of action, Commander? If we take her, it appears there will be some resistance, but if we leave her here, she will surely die. We got to do everything we can to apprehend her. Roger that. What? Have all my words fallen on deaf ears? I told you, I'm not going back. Rabbi restrains the frenzied cultist. Let go of me. We're taking you back to the shelter. Neon, Anise, cover her. Got it. There we go. I can't thank you enough for bringing her back. Now I won't have to be interrogated by the higher-ups. Everyone is so fixated on their precious statistics, 0 injuries or deaths. That's why a missing person case is treated with such seriousness. There's one more thing. When we mentioned your name to her daughter, she seemed rather shocked. Do you know each other? She didn't give her a real name, but instead mentioned Dipara and told me you would know it. She also asked how the investigation was going. I tried to ask what investigation she was referring to, but she refused to elaborate. That kid's a real handful. Given the state her mother's in, I can hardly blame her. She's extremely guarded, closed off. Tell her that the results of the investigation are still aren't out. Alright. So you two do know each other. Small world. Out of my own curiosity, you wouldn't be willing to fill me in on this investigation, would you? Afraid not. Figured. I understand. In any case, take care of yourself. Hopefully won't have to call in another favor anytime soon. Alright, so that takes care of that. So claim these. And then claim the challenge reward here. Okay, so with that, we're pretty much done with this chapter. Next up is pretty much chapter 23.
This way, Commander. There's no need to hesitate.
And in terms of cutscenes I have seen, or clips I've seen, chapter 23 is pretty much going to be, pretty much new territory for me, because I have not seen anything involving that chapter as of yet. So we'll pretty much be in for new information, because I haven't seen anything involving that chapter. And I do believe that specific chapter also pretty much also has connection to the side story being wordless, I believe. Matter of fact, will it by chance bring up the disclaimer if I select it? Nope. But let's see. Yeah, so I can get at least 200 gems, and then this frame. But I want to say wordless takes place after chapter 23. Sorry about that. But out of curiosity here, yeah, I can pretty much only boost my roster one level to level 245, given the amount of core dust I have. Out of curiosity, let's see if I can actually exchange more. Because as far as I'm aware, there shouldn't be any limitation when it comes to exchanging, right? Yeah, as long as I have it, I can trade it. So yeah, I can get another, pretty much another, like, about 800 core dust? It's not bad. But yeah, I'm definitely going to need a lot of core dust in order to actually see about boosting my roster quite a bit. That will happen in due time. As far as I'm aware, I should be okay to progress to the next chapter of the main campaign. But of course, we also unlocked the anomaly interception. So yeah, we have Kraken, Mirror Container, NVIDIA, Ultra, and Harvester. Yeah, fun fact, Harvester, actually, yeah, it's Mother Whale, Ultra, and then I believe Blacksmith in Solari Museum. Yep. Yeah, that's how much damage I've dealt thus far to Mother Whale. And yeah, the difficulty difference between here and the campaign version we fought, yeah, night and day difference for sure. But we'll see about continuing with chapter 23 next time. And until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, and I'll see you next time with more Goddess Victory NIKKE.